Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at what people's first impressions are of you. Okay, what do people tell people about you? You know, ooh, they just met you. Okay, now they're going to go and tell their friends, oh, guess who I just met, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's see. Let's just get into it. This is going to be a quick one. Okay, I'm going to try and keep it quick. Y'all know I can talk. So pile number 1, you are going to be this malachite stone. Pile number 2, you are the peach moonstone. And pile number 3, you are going to be this tiger's eye ore. Okay? So give yourself a second, tune in, and see which pile you are most drawn to. Feel free to pick more than one, and I will see you guys at your piles. Pile number 1. If you chose this malachite stone, this is going to be your reading on what are people's first impressions of you. Okay, so what are you giving? When people first meet you, what do they say to other people? Okay, some of you guys may have a really rare aesthetic, or you look aesthetically pleasing. Libra energy coming out, 7th house energy coming out. People feel immediately that they can relate to you. You look different. Your energy is different. You're exotic in a way. You could be foreign. Doesn't have to be, but I'm getting like a foreign vibe, like an Egyptian type vibe, or you could just be from a different culture than they are. Okay, so there's something very aesthetically pleasing about you, very pleasing to the eye. So let's just see, what is it about pile number 1? What are people's first impressions? We have victim mentality. Okay, so from what I'm getting from this card is that people feel, present power at the bottom of the deck. People, you make them immediately compare themselves to you. So there's something about you, pile number 1, that people immediately will compare. They will feel a little bit in competition with you. They will kind of judge you based off of your aesthetic, based off of how you look, and immediately think to themselves, well, I don't have that. Well, they've got this and I don't have that. How come they're shining so bright? They have this way about them that I don't have. And you get people kind of in a victim mindset, this comparison vibe. I'm really feeling like a comparison vibe. And they will go off to their friends and say, you know, how did this person get this and this? And how come, like, did you see their clothing? Like, how can they pull that off? Like, I wonder if we can pull that off. There's something like that coming through. You have this like refreshing type energy about you with this waterfall in the background. You make people feel deep emotions, okay? When they first meet you, they be feeling some type of way. You get them immediately in their shadow, and you get people a little bit triggered. So people are definitely triggered by you, pile number 1, especially when they first meet you. You look like, you look very successful, okay? You look like you got money, even if you don't have money. You look like you got money. You look like you come from money, or you're just wealthy. You look like people's first impressions are that you are successful, that you are getting to the bag. Also, people may think that you're already in a relationship, or you have a relationship. People could also think that, you know, the only reason why you look successful or you have money is because of a relationship, or that you're in a relationship. Remember, these don't have to be true. This is just people's first impressions of you. So people could be definitely thinking that you're only successful, or you only got money, or you only got the bag because you're in a relationship. People could also be jealous of your relationship. Something like that is coming through as well. You could be someone who's very creative. Your aesthetic shows your creativity. Your aesthetic shows how your mind works as well. You look very successful, pile number 1. And it gets people in their feelings, I'll tell you. People also, they assume that we have increase now at the bottom of the deck. People just assume that you're wealthy. And also, there may be a lot of people, when they get to know you, or when they first meet you, their first impression is that, ooh, that person looks like I would be in a relationship. So you got some people that are putting you on a pedestal, okay? Some people that are saying, you know, that person's way out of my league. I would love to be in a relationship with them. They're very successful looking. They got it all together. They seem well put together, but I don't feel adequate enough. This is that comparison coming through again. I don't feel adequate enough. I don't feel like I measure up to pile number one, and this puts them in that victim mindset. They would love happy success with you. So you got a lot of people that feel like they want to be in a relationship with you, especially when they first meet you. They could even tell their friends about this. You know, I just met this person. I met pile number one, and damn, they seem like in my ideal partner, but they are way out of my league, man. And then, you know, they get a little bit down on themselves, and you get people put into their feelings, okay? What are people's first impressions of pile number one? We have the great gathering and align your life. Yeah, they don't feel aligned to you. Okay, we have it in reverse. Align your life with the victim mentality. They don't feel like they measure up. They don't feel like they align. Transformation. They feel like they need to go through some sort of transformation in order to measure up to you. Now, this doesn't even have to be true, but they feel like they need to bring something to the table. They need to bring more to the table. Some people, so we have soul tribe, the great gathering, okay? You may be someone who attracts a lot of attention, someone who gets a lot of attention. So when people first meet you, they feel like they don't align with you because there's a million other people that are waiting in line to get at you, to get a piece of you, to become your friend, to have a commitment with you, to have some sort of success with you, to collaborate with you. They feel like there's a lot of people like get in line. That's what I just heard. Get in line. Now you have this like expensive type energy to you. We also have soul tribe here. So what I'm getting from that with this commitment card is a lot of people may feel like you are their soulmate. Okay. A lot of people feel like they got this weird magnetic attraction to you. And it makes them feel a little bit insecure, or it makes them feel like they've met you for some type of reason, that you were supposed to help them align in some way or transform in some way. So people definitely feel an immediate connection with you, but you trigger their shadow, okay? You trigger some sort of transformation in these people, and they love it, but they hate it at the same time. They just feel inadequate to you because you are someone who looks very, very successful. You're very aesthetically pleasing as well, if you believe, okay? So when people first meet you, they may feel that you are, we have romance too. My third eye's buzzing. So if you believe, I believe in miracles. Ooh, where you from? You sexy thing. So people believe that you are a soulmate, that you are, they were divinely meant to meet you in some sort of way, okay? They do feel like you're part of their soul tribe, but you are here to help them transform their life. You are helping them transform their shadow in some sort of way, okay? They may also think that you're very, very assertive. You don't play, okay? You come across as someone who is firm in their boundaries, in how you speak to them and how you communicate with others, okay? They may even tell their people, you know, their friends, and even their family that, oh, pile number one, they're very assertive, so I don't know if I can just come at them. I got to come at them in a way that is aligned with them, okay? And they do believe that you are meant to be in their life somehow. They can't even believe that they cross paths with you. And then we've got soulmate or romance here. So again, it really gives off when people first meet you, they feel like you are a soulmate. They feel like, you know, maybe you guys were meant to be together. You were meant to have some sort of happy, successful commitment, but their shadow comes through, and this is what's calling. So maybe you do meet people who, you know, you trigger their shadow in a way. We have the 10 of Cups and the Empress. Wow, you make people very, very happy. You are, see, Libra energy coming through, 7th house. That's that partnerships energy as well. With that 7th house. So people just want to be in a relationship with you. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not even gonna front. When people first meet you, boom, you're their soulmate. You're all they think about, your happiness. They want a happy family with you. Also, underneath the water, there's all this abundance, especially like fish, which represents to me abundance. So there's something here very abundant about your energy. There's some, look, 9 of Pentacles, come on, 9 of Pentacles, Empress. You are someone who looks very successful, aesthetically pleasing. You get people in they just don't measure up to you. They feel like they don't measure up to you, and it really gets them in their feels. They're like, wow, I just met an angel and I don't even know what to do with it, because I feel like I can't compare. I can't compare. And you're very assertive with your boundaries too, in the way you communicate. So people feel a little bit standoffish, like they can't approach you. Maybe where this is where that victim mentality comes in. They want to approach you. They want to say something to you, but they feel like they can't. You're maybe someone who can see right through other people's masks, okay? So, and you're assertive in doing so. But people, when they first meet you, they feel like, oh, the sun... You're very beautiful. Justice, fair. There we go with that assertive. Maybe you're very just. You're a person of integrity and a great character. People can get this from you right away. It's because of your posture, your stance, the way you communicate and articulate words. People feel that you are very beautiful. Leo energy coming through now. Someone very handsome, very beautiful. You're just very pleasing to the eye, okay? And people immediately want to attach themselves to you. You may actually get, look at Ace of Cups. You're someone who looks very loving, very lovable, and people, they will go to their friends and say, oh my goodness, you will not believe who I just met. This person is da-da-da-da-da-da, and I just can't compare. Like, how am I supposed to approach someone like this? They actually ask their friends and family for advice on how to approach you. How can I align with this person? How can I come together? How can I get this person on my team, in my court? So you have people like they overthink, they kind of sit in their room overthinking this. They have a lot of deep emotions for you, but it's just like, how do I create some sort of success with this person? How can I get on their level? How can I approach them? You give off this intimidating vibe, and it's definitely because of your aesthetic. You're someone who is extremely beautiful, extremely handsome. It's very intimidating, okay? You come across as someone who knows themselves. And when you come across as someone who knows themselves, people who don't quite know themselves will get intimidated, will get a little bit standoffish, will get a little bit that feeling of inadequacy, okay? So pile number 1, this was your reading. If it resonated with you, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys at the next one. Bye. Pile number 2, if you chose this stone, this peach moonstone, this is going to be your reading on what are people's first impressions of you, what do they tell their friends, what are their first initial thoughts when they look at you, when people meet you, okay? So peach moonstone, there is something very small about you, okay? You may be physically short, all right? You just may be I'm getting a real cute vibe from you, okay? Very cute, very small, but it's like mighty things come in small packages, okay? You may look very innocent and cute on the outside, but then once you start talking, it's like, whoa, and you throw people off. So people will come at you with a first impression or a judgment of you, thinking that you're going to be a certain way. And when you start to talk to this person or talk to these people get a whole nother, their judgments of you just get blown out of the water, okay? It's like, what? Scorpio vibes are coming through. What else am I getting from this energy? Sagittarius energy is coming through. Leo energy is coming through. Aries, and so a lot of fire energy is coming through. You're definitely someone who, it's like mighty things come in small packages, okay? And people are fascinated by the way you think and your brain. So let's get into it and see what are people's first impressions of my pile number 2. What are people's first impressions? Like a fuzzy peach, like very cute. You may also smell really good. There's something about your smell that's coming through. Planning an action, okay? So you see, people think about you one way. Oh, I thought it was a magnifying glass still, okay? People think that you're one thing, but there's a whole map to you. There's this whole another realm to you. It's like, and then we have back and forth. Again, people think that you're one way, but then really you're completely different. So people look at you and they feel like you plan things out correctly. You're not someone who's just maybe spontaneous. Now, you may actually be very spontaneous, but from first impressions and what people gather from you, you're somebody who likes to plan and then take action. You don't like to be impulsive. There's something here about, being that firecracker, but a reserved firecracker. Like, you don't seem like a firecracker right off the bat. It takes some time for people to get to know you, and then the firecracker kind of shows. And And it's like, you know, maybe 5 minutes into the conversation and their whole judgments of you are just like, what? So you're someone who likes to plan and take action. Virgo energy kind of coming through. There's something here about your daily routines. People may want to know what your daily routines are. You seem like there's that peace. There's that little peachy color, right? So there's something very peaceful. People come at you and they look at you and they maybe seem like you're a very peaceful person. You don't really like to, you know, you're not very impulsive. But then they kind of, I don't know, they get to know you and it's like, ooh, this person likes to plan and take action. Okay, they want to protect their peace. There's something here about you protecting your peace. This is maybe why you come off as like very cute, or maybe you come off the complete opposite and you come off as someone who looks very rugged, looks very serious, looks like someone who makes plans and takes action that way. Very structured type energy when people come in contact with you when they first meet you. But then on the inside, you're like this cute little peach and you're very peaceful and happy and pleasant, and you know that, or you may totter back and forth in between the energies. Okay, I'm feeling mutable energy now, so Pisces is coming through a little bit. The mutable signs, let's see, Pisces, is it Sagittarius? Oh God, don't quote me. Mutable energy is just coming through. Dark thoughts, okay, the vast universe is coming out as well. So people feel like they're going through a maze when it comes to you when they first meet you. It's like you're giving a certain energy, but then once they start to peel into you, it's this maze. Remember when I said about this map, like there's a whole nother map to you, there's a whole nother maze to you. People can't, this is that 8th house energy coming through, Scorpio for sure coming through, where it's like there's more to you, but people can't really put their finger on it. So what they are telling their other friends and people around them is like, you know what, there is something about that person. They feel very peaceful, but like there's this maze. There's this, you see the contrast between dark and light in these two images. There is this duality about you. So it's like when people first meet you back in the beginning, when they meet you, they seem like this cute, fuzzy little small person, but then really it's like a big firecracker inside there. You have a duality to you, okay? You could be very spontaneous and having fun and like to do things on a whim. But then there's another side of you that likes to plan, coordinate, have things organized, you know, and things like that. So there is this hidden mystery to you. There's this hidden depth to you that people can't quite put their finger on. It confuses a lot of people. People gonna get a little bit like, I don't even know about that, okay? We have been talking longing for home, belonging, and the original light workers. So you are someone who feels very ancient, very old, kind of like you've been through here before. And then we have Star Mother coming underneath the Peace card. So you are very motherly. You have this motherly vibe to you. But you also have this feeling of, people, they may even kind of say that you're a little bit lonely, or you feel a little bit lonely, or you just don't know where to put yourself. There's that duality coming in where they can't really pinpoint where you so-called belong, or they can't you may have been in a high school where you were friends with all the groups, okay? The nerds, the band geeks, okay? The jocks, the gothic, you were kind of friends with everybody, okay? You were just in the middle and kind of coerced and, you know, we're friends with a lot of people, a lot of groups, but you yourself were in your own category. You were in your own group, okay? There's something like that coming on. So people feel like when they first meet you, that you can get along with anybody, that you don't really belong in any sort of box, which is true. We know we shouldn't be in any sort of box, but this is what people are saying. But they are also saying that you are very caring, very nurturing, very lovable. There's something very likable about your energy, okay? So what are people's first impressions on pile number 2? What are people's first impressions? Take action. Wow, we have planning and action, and then we have take action. You are someone who will help people. Okay, helpful people on the bottom of the deck. There's that motherly energy coming through. So you will take action and you will plan. You are someone who takes action on their thoughts. You get things done. You may have a great work ethic. So when people first meet you, they feel this about you, that you are someone who is always going to take action. When people need help, or maybe the shirt off your back, you're going to be the first person to give it to them. You're very motherly like. You maybe know what it's like to be by yourself, or placed out of a group, or shunned from a group. Perhaps you got bullied in high school, or when you were younger, you dealt with bullying, you dealt with people picking on you because you're different. So you like to protect the peace, and you also like to maintain peace in a group setting. But people definitely, when they first meet you, they feel like you're action oriented. There's that Mars energy, Aries energy coming through, fire energy, right? Quick moving and action oriented. Okay. So how do people feel? What are people's first impressions of my pile number 2? Very action oriented, very driven. Okay. But then you have this peaceful, receptive side to you as well. We have the Knight of Wands, but it kind of flipped out in front and then it kind of flipped out in reverse. So there's that back and forth energy where you will take action, but you're careful about where you take action. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So there's something here about you, when you have ideas, you like to go forward with them. You like to see where they're going to go. You're not someone to sit and ponder on ideas for very long. There's a lot to you. Wow, we have the Knight of Swords as well and Judgment. So sometimes you do take swift action. Again, with the back and forth. Sometimes you're hasty and impulsive, and other times you'll sit back and you'll wait. But there's something here very quick-witted about you. Okay, so maybe you are a person who likes to take action. When you want to take action, you take action. When you are unsure about something, you kind of teeter back and forth, but you'll take calculated action. But there's something very driven about you, and there's something very quick about you, quick-witted. Okay? So pile number 2, that was your reading. If it resonated with you, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys at your next one. Bye. Pile number 3. Pile number 3, if you chose this Tiger's Eye Aura, this is going to be your reading on what are people's first impressions about you. So immediately I heard in my head when I was meditating and getting your energy, I heard I put a spell on you. So you guys could have a witchy aesthetic, okay? Or you give off this otherworldly type energy. When people first meet you, they definitely feel like you've got some sort of, I'm hearing tarot reader, so that you've got some sort of creative project going on. You just give off a spiritual aesthetic. So people, when they first meet you, they feel like you are definitely like a witchy vibe or an occultist or someone who studies the arts. Something like that. We have fear. People fear you. I put a spell on you. People are worried. Look, victim mentality. Okay, so people are really worried. Your first impressions that you give off to people is fear. Fear me, but really you're not a person to be feared. It's just people, when they first meet you, they're kind of scared. They look at you and they think, oh my goodness, I better not cross that person. That person's gonna pull a hex on me. That person's gonna curse me. Blah, blah, blah. Now these are people that, may not know too much about spirituality, but they are kind of scared of you when they first meet you. They don't like, there's something different about you. Okay, we have travel, the honoring path. Okay, you're someone who may like to travel a lot, or you're well traveled. You could also be of a different ethnicity than these people, different culture. Maybe you are, in a culture where hoodoo, voodoo, that type of thing, and they don't quite understand it. You gain a lot of recognition, or a lot of people know you. You could have a platform, but people are kind of scared of you, kind of scared what you're capable of doing. People feel like that you can shut doors on them. Okay, I don't know why, but Aladdin's coming through. People, they don't know really what to think of you. They like you, and they're scared of you at the same time. What are people's first impressions of, look, stuck energy? People are stuck on you. They get stuck on you. Okay, with this travel and stuck energy, I feel like people think that that you could help them in some sort of way get unstuck. People want to know more about you. They get, I'm hooked to you, ooh, just like glue, and I ain't never gonna let you go. So people get stuck on you, okay? And I think it's because they're afraid of you, okay? So people, when they first meet you, they get hooked to you, hook, line, and sinker. They like you, but they're afraid of you at the same time. You stir up these contradiction type energies within people. So yeah, pile number 3. Pile number 3, you are someone who, again, with this like rainbow energy, you could attract a lot of people of the same sex. You don't have to, but there's something here about you. unsticking stuck energy. People naturally feel like you could help them in some sort of way, in some sort of life, like cast a spell on them or something, or help them with some sort of witchy thing. Okay, what are people's first impressions of pile number 3? What are people's first impressions? We've got leap, you go first, the universe will catch you. See, travel and stuck energy, taking the leap. People feel like they want to take a leap with you. They want to take a chance on you. Then we have break the chain. See, stuck energy, break the chain. People feel like you can help them in some sort of way. Break free from something that they've been dealing with. They do, when people first meet you, it's just this healing energy that you give off where people, at first they're kind of afraid of you, but then they feel like, oh my goodness, this person can really help me in some sort of way. And people get hooked onto you. They want you to help them. They may be even talking to their friends about this and how you can maybe help them get unstuck by, I don't know why casting a spell keeps coming out, by helping them with some witchy thing. Maybe they've tried everything in the book and they literally just can't get unstuck in their life. And when they meet you, they feel like you can help them in that sort of way. At first, they're terrified of you. They're terrified, but then they start to think about it. They start to, ponder on this, and they feel like you can really help them out here. So what are people's, ask your angels. See, ask your angels. You are someone who's very spiritual. Yes is coming out. What's this one? Let go. Yes, let go. Okay, so people feel like you can help them let go of things. That you are someone who's very quick to detach from people. This is the first impressions that they get. Leap and let go. Break the chain, stuck energy. It's you. People's first impressions of you are that you are someone who will let go of things that no longer serve you quite easily, including the people. So when people first meet you, they feel like maybe they're fearful that you're going to let them go, break the chain, that you are going to kind of discard them in some sort of way. People get very attached to you. You're also someone who is very spiritual, or you look like you're very spiritual. So when people first meet you, they feel like you can talk to your, like, mediumship abilities are coming through. But people also may feel like you will let them go. You will maybe feel like they're keeping you down, that they're not going to. So people feel a little bit of inadequacy. This is kind of a little bit of pile number 1 coming through. But people feel like you're just going to let them go, and that there's going to be no use for them in your life anymore. Now, if that isn't it, it's definitely people coming towards you, and their first impression is you can help them let go of fear. You can help them let go of whatever's keeping them stuck. You can help them travel and go forward in their lives by asking angels, by talking to the divine, by maybe helping them incorporate some sort of spirituality in their own lives. And these are what people's first impressions are of you. What are people's first impressions? That wind, I tell you. Of pile number 1. What are people's first impressions? Yeah, Page of Wands. Someone who's very creative, detective almost. You can see things that others cannot see. The Chariot, moving forward. There's something here about Cancer. Okay, so Cancerian energy is coming through. There's something here about you being able to see and pinpoint what is keeping people stuck. So when people first meet you, they feel like you can bring something to the table that maybe they're not quite seeing, that maybe something that they've missed. They feel like you can help them in a big way. You can help them let go of fear. You can help them let go of stuck energy, breaking the chains, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So there's something very, very healing about your energy. Maybe you can help them see things in a different light, in a different way. What are people's first impressions of pile number 3? Justice, someone who's very fair and just and has character. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you can help them break free, balance out their life, move forward on things. And these are people's first impressions of you, that you are someone, maybe you talk like you are someone who is a healer. People kind of ask you what you do for a living. You tell them and they're like, wow, this person can really help me in ways that maybe I wasn't seeing, or in creative in ways that, there's a magnifying glass there. So there's something here that you can see that maybe they can't see. Okay, and this is how they feel. So pile number 3, if that resonated with you, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys at the next reading. Bye.